to our show tonight. I'd like to spend just a moment as we get started and introduce and acknowledge some of our incredible sponsors for bringing our show tonight. Quantum Printing Solutions brings solutions to all your printing and marketing material needs, including postcards, large format banners, and signs. Quantum Printing is known as the car wrap headquarters for Houston, Texas. Located in Houston, you can find them at www.qprintsolutions.com or dial them at 713-983-0008. And listen, Mission Women, heart to heart, and you'll get a 10% discount. eWilsonMusic.com is our second sponsor tonight, and they've done an incredible job with Eric Wilson producing along with Purple Productions, and they produced an incredible entry for our show, so we'd like to thank them. You can find Eric Wilson at eWilsonMusic.com. So our episode tonight is How Did She Do All of That? This will be our last show in this set of episodes this month. And tonight we have an incredible guest that is really going to share to you and with us deep from the heart. You know, she's come a long way. She came through postpartum depression, and now she lives her dream. And we're pleased to have her here. Nicole is one of those kind of people that sets a perfect example of someone you look at and it's like this perfect package. You know, you see these people everywhere. They're the people in the store, the people at work, in the next cubicle. And they've done incredible things in their lives, but you'd never know behind all of it what's happened and what can be possible when you come through some very difficult times. So I'd really like you to take a moment, sit back, and listen and take the value from what our guest, Nikki Durio. So welcome, Nikki. It's great to have you. Now we'll say it again. Sorry, Nikki, I had you on mute.
No, Bob, thank you, Melanie, so much for having me on your show. This is such an humbling privilege, and I appreciate you just for thinking enough of me to invite me on as a guest.
Oh, Nikki, you inspire me. The last time I heard you in a public speak, I just was so warmed and, just blown away about your story, the things you've done and what you had to come through. You have a very heartwarming story and a very enlightening story. You've worked and done some incredible things with working with big customers of over $4 billion size business transactions. So as we start up tonight, I'd like you to start from that big, pretty story. The corporate world and what you were doing as you were getting started in life and what was happening for you with how you started your family. So start from the beginning. Give us a little information.
Well, sure, Melanie. Well, I graduated from high school in the early 90s and went on to college and graduated valedictorian with a 4.0 GPA. And my major was accounting, and I sat for the CPA exam and passed right away. And I started working in public accounting for some of the major firms. And the last public accounting firm that I worked for, I was actually a transaction services director, where I actually led transactions in excess of $4 billion. And I remember sitting in boardrooms with CEOs and CFOs and the investment bankers and the attorneys. And, it really seemed to be a really good life. I was traveling all across the world and all over the country and taking conference calls and working on these transactions and having my deals being announced in the Wall Street Journal and the Associated Press. And I thought things were pretty good. And in the midst of that career, I got married, and everything was still going great, and somewhere along the line, I had a